I'm here with Cabasse, who is export manager and responsible for high-end product development at Cabasse, which is a company founded by your father almost 60 years ago now. And you're now developing a new product range that you're going to explain to us here. But maybe you can give our readers a little bit of insight about the different products that have led up to the new iO2.
Okay, Bob. Nice to have you here in Brest, in Brittany, at the very west end of France, facing the US and south of England.
Yeah, we're almost closer to England from here than we are to Paris. We're about for our international readers, we're actually about 500 kilometers west of Paris. In fact, we're actually west of London in terms of longitude.
We are southwest of London and directly west from Plymouth, Cornwall. And that's why it's Brittany for Little Britain. So we have strong connections with our history has strong connections with UK. I wanted to introduce you the new iO2 range. Interesting fact here that we have the mother of this new range, which is a Baltic system using a freeway coincident driver. Because that's part of a philosophy. You can find also on Cine now a video where I explain the four-way coaxial system we've been making. This is a freeway version. This is a part of it, and where we have two speakers, one full-range speakers, combining this triaxial with a 12-inch woofer.
So underneath here, our readers won't be able to see that, but underneath here is a woofer.
Yeah. It's a honeycomb dome woofer, so a very specific technology for the diaphragm. And this is a ported systems with ports firing frontwards here and downwards. So we work at three different levels regarding the low frequencies. The Baltic is our top-end satellite system, so it needs a sub exactly like the iO2. Here, that's a freeway system where we have a floor-standing versions and also on-wall version.
Okay, this is a three-way coaxial speaker. This is a three-way coaxial speaker, and from these two, they made the little baby one.
And we made a little baby one as a two-way system. So we want it to be more compact, so easier to integrate in a room, but with the same typical Cabasse efficiency, power handling, and transparency, and the advantages of the point source systems regarding the transparency in axis and off axis.
That's the famous SCS system, which I'll invite our readers to learn more about in a technical video clip, but we're not going to go into all that technology right here.
Yeah, but just basically to
quickly,
the difference between this system and other coaxial systems. It's the layout of the system, the way it's done. We don't put the tweeter inside the woofer. We form a portion of pulsating sphere. It means that the tweeter is not loaded by the cone for the mid and low mid frequencies. To explain you the thing very easy, an old friend of my parents, chief engineer by time in the 50s and 60s, came to me when we presented the first triaxial system in London and told me, "You found the solution." It really means that we have found a way not to get coloration through this horn loading of the tweeter. And as it's a moving horn, it's even worse. So that's the principle, to get exactly the same type of response in axis and off axis.
Okay, we'll be bringing our readers a little more technology if they want that, and then there's a 15-page white paper if they want even more. Why don't you, this is the product range? You have different colors in this product.
We have different colors, and we have different ways to use it, because it's interesting to make a very good system, but what's also important is to find the best placement, so to integrate it in the best possible way in the room. So there are some tricks here, some unique solutions on the iO2 system, and the key thing is that it's mounted with a magnetic device. So that's very easy to adjust to go in any directions. So you can put it on a shelf like this. You can turn it around the other way, so the way you like. You can really tilt it in every direction. Regarding the cables and also the input cables you're going to need, you can go directly from the wall if for an on-wall mounting, but also from both sides. And this part here is removable, so you can invert it. For instance, this is the typical layout for on-wall mounting. And what's smart in here also, it's because we have a metal plate here, very rigid, you only need to have one screw in the wall to mount it. And then it plays. After you've been connecting it, of course.
Okay. Why don't we go over to the other side where you have a demonstration where you're going to show us the in-wall lineup of the iO2? Christophe, we have over here the iO2 in-ceiling model. In fact, it's the same exact speaker as the one you just showed us presently.
Yeah, technically speaking, it's exactly the same. We have the same components inside here. The advantage of this system, on the technical point of view, is that you can, when you adjust the system, you have both the tweeter and the mid-range. So all the design we've made, for instance, for the crossover, match whatever the direction you use. And it matches perfectly with the on-wall version and also with the floor-standing version. So you have a perfect current system, so you can combine the 3 different versions with all the colors the way you want.
In fact, for the women in the house, you can actually paint these in any color. They can be adapted to any installation. In fact,
yeah, the white paint we use for both versions here is paintable. So the custom installers we are working with are able to paint part of all the speaker the way you want for perfect integration into your room.
Okay, Christophe, thank you very much for the technical details. We'll find the spec sheets, the detailed information, all the technical details on cabasse.com. That's pretty easy. And be looking forward to seeing you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.